Alright, 3, 2, 1. This is going to be a review of the film Wolf of Snow Hollow. It came out in 2020, and I thought it was pretty great. I just watched it like just now, and unfortunately didn't do too well financially, probably due in part to COVID, but also in just maybe it couldn't grab the right audience. But as I said, I thought it was very very good. So the movie is starring Jim Cummings in the lead role, as well as Ricky Lindholm. You might know Ricky Lindholm. She had a comedy duo called Garfunkel and Oates. She's in Under the Silver Lake. She's also has a minor role in The Big Bang Theory, so pretty big actress. Yeah, Ricky Lindholm plays Detective Julia Robson in the role. She does a very good job. Jim Cummings does an amazing job. Jim Cummings is the writer director of this movie. He directed another great movie back in 2018 called Thunder Road, which is a movie that was a much lower budget than Wolf of Snow Hollow, and for that reason, it did see quite a bit of success thanks to like France, I believe Cannes Film Festival or some sort of French film festival really supported Thunder Road, and it's a fantastic low budget movie, and I think the issue is that he didn't see too much success in America other than the art community. So when you have a bigger budget movie like The Wolf of Snow Hollow, kind of about like almost like a horror thriller with a werewolf, and your biggest crowd is the art house crowd, you're not going to see the same kind of return from that. And I think in the beta test, which is his movie he made in 2021, he had to turn down the scale a lot for that. But um, I really really enjoyed Wolf of Snow Hollow. The movie is also starring Jimmy Tatro. You might have seen him in the the Bros of something. It's this one show online with Cody Ko that's very funny. He's also great in American Vandal. And Robert Forster is actually in the movie. And what's crazy about it is this is Robert Forster's last role, and it's all about he plays the sheriff who kind of refuses to retire, and it's almost there's an interesting parallel in that, like, he didn't retire, like this was his last role, and I think he was suffering from brain cancer during the filming of this movie. He died back in 2019, and this movie was released in 2020. So he does a fantastic job, and like, to get more into the movie itself, it is a pretty effective enough horror thriller. Like, I wouldn't classify it as something truly scary, but it is fun, and it's straightforward enough. And I find there's this interesting distinction with a lot of these straightforward drama horror movies is like they just don't do well critically. You always kind of have to, like with The Menu, you have to have this kind of interesting hook to hook people in, or your film financially suffers a lot of the times. There's another movie I want to talk about in a future video called The Clove Hitch Killer, which is also like a just a very basic drama. When I say basic, I just mean like not too complicated, just a well told story. And Wolf of Snow Hollow is just a well told story, doesn't have too many tricks up its sleeve or anything, and I found it very interesting. Now, basically, it starts out with a murder, and the murder is gruesome, and it's kind of looks like a werewolf, did it. Yeah. So Jim Cummings' character is He's a recovering alcoholic. His dad is Robert Forster. His dad's the sheriff of the town, and he's not gonna give in to like into the belief that this is a werewolf. He thinks it's like a serial killer. But they're finding wolf hairs, and the way the bodies are ripped up, it's and the way it happens during a full moon, it's not looking it's looking like a werewolf, and it's just a very it's really hard to describe about this movie is just how to the punch everything is. I find like it's just the drama works well. There's a lot of great drama with him being this ex-alcoholic. He he has an ex-wife and he has a daughter. With that ex-wife, she's about to go to college. He's dealing with a tremendous amount of stress, along with his father being in worsening condition, refusing to step down. There's a great line in the movie where Robert Forster's character says, "You're gonna have a hard time getting my generation off stage. Willie Nelson is still performing like for concerts and stuff." And then Jim Cummings is like, "Yeah, but Willie Nelson is a guitar player. He's not dealing in like murder cases, and like he's not a cop who has to be in the line of duty." And there's just so much good drama. There's the stress weighing on him of how they have to catch this guy, because if they don't catch him, more people are gonna die. The humor in the movie is great. I think that's just something Jim Cummings is great at. Thunder Road's hilarious. This movie's hilarious. Beta Test is pretty good too. Beta Test, I'll have to see it again. I'm a bit more mixed on Beta Test, but it still has a great sense of humor. And yeah, his sense of humor really, really shines in Wolf of Snow Hollow. There's another great line from him where basically they're driving around and you kind of get jump scared by a beer bottle smashing on the window, and the lady goes like, it's a beer bottle," and he goes, why would anyone want to throw a beer bottle at a cop car? Like he's all confused about that, and just has a great sense of humor. It's a great drama, and it's a really good like mystery story with a satisfying conclusion, good characters. And it's really unfortunate that movies that when I review them, I can't say a bad thing about. Like maybe I didn't like one scene or this scene, or maybe this scene went on too long, but otherwise I don't have a bad thing to say about them. How this could be considered almost like a failure because it didn't see the financial return it needed to be successful, wherein it's still a pretty great movie. And yeah, this is basically, I don't hear a lot of people talking about this movie. Obviously, go check out Thunder Road, but also go check out Wolf of Snow Hollow. I'd give it like an 8 out of 10. Just very solid movie. And yeah, I wanted to just put out this review. I feel like I have a lot of good things to say about it, and yeah, you should check it out. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.